Howdy, folks. Yeah, I know I've been gone for a long time, but first let me say I've also missed you. You mean a lot to me, and it's been hard to be away from you. Yep. Yeah, first off, let me say this. If you notice, I'm coming at you in beautiful HD. Look at that. You didn't need to see my face that close. You remember how Ren and Stimpy, when they look at his... I'm sick as a dog, too, so you're like... When you see Ren's face... If you notice this beautiful HD, that's because a great man named Brian, he put the team on his back. He did this for you and myself. He sent me a nice camera, a few nice cameras, and some gear, which I will put to good use. So no more of this SD, like, oh, what am I looking at? I can't see. None of that. That's all. Those days are done, son. Now we're coming in full high definition. But yeah, I've been very busy. I haven't done a goddamn thing up here. I haven't done anything. December, I went to Panimal, and you think it's for para visitar. No. Trabajar. Yo trabajar en Panimal. Mi amiga quiero una casa y necesitas me verificar la tierra. Tal vez una casa sí o no. Ahorita no sé. Pero muy divertido, pero that's about all the Spanish I got, and I used all of it down there. Yeah, if you ever meet somebody and they're like, oh, I've been doing construction for 20 years, and they can't speak any Spanish even as terribly as me, they probably really weren't in construction that, or maybe they're just a big racist. I don't know. Then, of course, it was Christmas time, and then I was broke as all hell, so I had to work. I did a bathroom. I just did the rough end part. I tore it up. New plumbing, new electrical, set the tile, and my buddy did put the tub and the rest of the stuff in. I haven't yet actually seen the finished product. And then I did a kitchen, for some lovely folks in Dayton. I do amazing work, really, just really great stuff. But anyway, now I'm back in mine. I got a week, and like I said, I'm sick as a dog, but I'm gonna do as much as I can do. Here's my game plan so far. So I don't want to play any games, but it's still a game plan. You get it. Tear out the old electrical. Remove some of the old plumbing. Reframe. New electrical, new plumbing. I don't have enough fingers. Insulation. Drywall. Finish the drywall. Prime. Do the floors. Finish paint. Trim. Light covers, lights. Maybe go to some thrift shops and find. I like to find old things and make them look new. Paint them, decorate them a little bit, put them around the place. And I think, is this right for the space or not? Maybe I'll move this over a little bit. Maybe get a plant or two. Put some curtains up. Hang some pictures. Maybe paint a picture that I think will fit good in the space and make it look pretty. Bring people, be like, look, and then maybe have a little party. Everyone look what I did, just show off what I did. Gosh, I got a lot of plans. What I got now is called ball and tube electrical. Ball and tube was very popular in the 1880s up into the 1940s to some degree, and I got a lot of it. This house was built in 1912. That's a lot of face again. You don't want that kind of HD. That is a lot of HD face. Yeah, so what I gotta do is I'm gonna shut the best way to not get electrocuted is to shut the power off. That's a tip from electricians. I shut the power off, and I'm gonna start cutting all this ball and tube out. There's a couple spots where Romex comes up in here, and I don't know if it comes all the way from the basement or it's tapped into ball and tube. I intend to figure all that out today. And then rip all this old crap out here. Because I'm reframing, I don't yet know where all the new Romex will go, so I'm going to just put some temporary outlets and lights until the framing is done, just enough power to do the framing work, and then I can bust loose with the electrical. Like this horse shit is here. There's a lot of this where it's just nothing. So my hope is that maybe when whoever was messing around in here, they ran some Romex up with the intention of doing something, and that actually goes into the basement, and I can run that to the breaker box. That would be nice. But mainly it's a lot of this stuff here. A lot of that. A lot of that. They're real safely hanging there, bared frayed wires. And like here we have one outlet, or two outlets, but if you look at it, follow the Romex up, it just Romex attached to some antique electrical, so you just get the appearance of new electrical when you're selling a house, which is what I don't know if that's what they were trying to do, but it is what they did. But then this guy right here, this outlet, sorry it's a bit dark, that's fairly new, and that's Romex that runs down. You can't see back there because it's real dark. But basically that runs down into the basement. So you wait here and I'm going to run down the basement and shut the power off. You let me know when it's off. I'm just kidding. Don't wait up here for me. Just come on. Come with me. I'll show you some stuff. I'll show you. I got stuff in the basement I can show you that pertains to this, so just come on. This is what I like to call a breaker box. It has all the breakers in it. Notice none of them are labeled, so we get to do the fun game where we just keep flipping them and then running upstairs and figuring out if it's the one. I do have an electrical tester, but I just like to kind of do it the old-fashioned way and see when things turn off, and then I'll know the power's off. Seems to be off. Much of this is new Romex. Well, you follow this fellow on over here, and it actually comes out of the breaker box, new Romex, and then it ties into the ball and tube. So I think this might be part of the upstairs. Hopefully it is, and then I can start ripping out all this old stuff. Also, that's when my boy was just a little boy. Look at his little face. Look at him. What adorable. He's so grown up now. Now he's gone. He used to be so good. Essentially, this whole video is just going to be me in the dark, cutting lines and then knocking out old boxes. Just imagine a lot of that, but like 10 times over, really. Even though it's off, I still wear or use my electrical things with the rubber on it just in case. Pretend like it's hot, just to stay alive, I suppose. But really, that's the whole video. I'll check back in. Ripped all the electrical out. My suspicions were correct that little area back there is where the power is coming up and into the room. My only concern is that maybe it's attached to things downstream under or downstairs, so I gotta check that out. If not, I'm just gonna use that breaker in order to create like a chaseway and pull some power up to it. Alright, like I was saying, these are the two that run up from the basement. That's the only two. This is the only bit of ball and tube left. So for now, I'm gonna cap them. If I can figure out on the other end where they're coming from, I can delete them all together. I was a bit worried about the porch down below, but it seems we're cool. Alright, I am slightly confused because the wall, this is that same wall that goes straight up to the upstairs, this exterior south wall. There is this Romex tied into this ball and tube here. But the ball and tube that appears to go straight up, I follow it down one direction and it just goes to nothing. That's cut off. I'm just going to disconnect that for now. This guy right here, this is going to be my hillbilly. My tester is dead, so I'm improvising. Keep an eye on that bulb, folks. Alright, well I shut the whole breaker off, and now I'm going to pull the thing off to see if that Romex is even hooked up to power at all. For the record, I know I do a lot of dumb shit, and also for the most part I encourage a lot of other people to do a lot of dumb shit. I think it's a part of life, growing. But if you have zero idea what you're doing, I don't think I'd open the panel up. That's just one suggestion I'll give you. A lot of you watching this probably like, Luke, you're not qualified to open a panel up. Like, that's never stopped me before. I'm just not, don't tell me how to live, I'm just making suggestions. You do whatever you want. You want to lick live wires, you want to do all that, that is your business. I'm just making a suggestion. Take it or don't take it. Alright, this guy is the one I just hooked up to that bulb. It is hooked up to that breaker, the one that I thought. But I do notice it is also not grounded. I don't like that. I have a great idea. Oh, look at that. Yeah, so a new bulb actually is probably the way. So my theories were correct so far. I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to see the second part of my theories. If the newish outlet up there works, then I will know that Romex is run from somewhere else. But first I'll put the panel back on because I have pets and small children. This outlet is on and correctly wired. Could have just turned the fan on. Blow some of this dust off me. I'm going to properly test these by licking them. No, I don't know. I think these are dead. I'm fairly certain that that's what I took off on the other end. Since there's no actual ball and tube and the breaker to this is shut off. However, I'm going to wait till I get my tester because I like being alive. Well, dudes, I want to show you guys this as an option. I want lights in here. I don't want to run upstairs in the dark and turn them on and turn them off like that. I want them to be on a switch, but I only have one outlet in this whole place. But I was showing you this just for a second. I don't sell it or anything. It's only 14 bucks. And you can find it while you find outlet timers. But I use them to a lot of customers. A lot of customers are cheap and they don't want to like cut holes in their walls and do whatever, which is understandable. And so I always present this as an option, and they usually always take it. But this is nice. I just want to show you. Like a lot of times you're like in an old house or something like that. There'll be rooms without a light switch and just plugs. And when you walk in the front door, you don't want to be jacking around looking for a light. It's pretty straightforward, really. You just take the box, you plug what you're going to plug into the box, and then you plug in said box. And then it comes with this other thing here. You just open it up. There's one battery in the back. Pull the little dude out so the battery will contact. Alright. Pretty cool, huh? Can you use it? You could put like your kids' music on full blast and they don't wake up easy. You could just blam. Or maybe you want to make your significant other think the house is haunted. You get one of these $14. It goes a long way. I love these guys. I don't even work for the company. We got this little mounting plate too if you want to mount it on a wall. How long can you watch me flip this switch? Anyway, bros, that's pretty much this whole episode. I feel kind of bad that I've been gone for so long. Usually a show comes back with like a big series premiere, not just some clown cutting wires. Again, Mr. Bryant, a lot of people, they complain about the channel. This is boring. I don't like you using bad words, blah, blah, blah. YouTube is free, bro. It doesn't cost you anything, so I don't really give a rat's ass about your opinion on something you got for nothing. But now, not necessarily that I'll do anything about it, but this man has moved into the realm of the few people who give me criticism on the channel or complain that I'm not doing videos quick enough, and I have to listen to them because they're on the team. And you should thank them too if you enjoy this HD goodness.